that charge. No easy buckets here for either team.
So we got a number change. I'm trying to figure out who number 4 is on Guelph because he's not on the roster. Can you see that far, Zach?
No, trying our best.
Yeah. Connor Wood, we'll get it for you in a second. In the corner. Oh. He's got to turn around so we can get a last name. There's Ty Corbin coming into the game for the first time. And Kimball McKenzie to the bench. 3:23 to go. They finally got the score correct. It's 12-8 on the main scoreboard. Long three. Missed on that attempt. Pinson with the rebound. So it's a Simpson. I have nobody named Simpson anywhere on the roster.
Yeah, Joel Kinder is going to get picked up for a foul. They're reaching in a little bit too much on that defensive intention, but that's okay. 15 seconds now on the shot clock, and the Guelph Nighthawks keep this defensive intensity up. Neither team shooting very well to start this game. Nighthawks right in it with the league-leading 12-4 Niagara River Lions. Alex Johnson with the three-pointer from beyond the arc. 15-8 now for the River Lions.
Ty Corbin. And there's Linnell Simpson with the lay-in. And Dorian Pinson, and that one wildly, it looks like Connor Wood's going to get called with the foul.
Yeah, Niagara River Lions had the numbers in there, 2-on-1. Connor Wood doing everything he can. Stops the ball handler, kind of shifts over to try and get that guy who he passes it to, and unfortunately, ball goes up. Connor Wood makes a foul, and Dorian Pinson goes to the free throw line.
Miles Charvis into the game for Connor Wood right now. Is Dorian Pinson at the line. Can you Google that? Trying to find who this guy is. Pinson, had a big night last night. Dorian out of Lincoln Memorial University. Played Division II. He's also played pro in Germany. Misses his free throw attempts. Niagara still with a 16-8 lead. Feed inside, Joel Kindred has that block by Johanny Dallenberg. River Lions running the floor. Guillaume Boucard in the corner. Wide open look, Alex Johnson. Swish, Alex Johnson. And now Guelph wants a timeout to talk about it with the River Lions up 19-18, 2:27 to go. You're watching us on
hard, but the River Lions have done such a good job of running those looks off the line. No easy basket attempt so far for the Guelph Nighthawks.
Well, head coach Charles Kissy for Guelph right in front of us. Had a chance to chat with Charles a little last night down at the Meridian Center. Charvis out to Kindred, Ty Corbin for three, and Corbin misses his first three attempts. And then Alex Johnson just gives it right back to Guelph. Kaiser. Famu Timmy attacks the basket. Got caught in the air. Turns it over. And again, just careless passes from both teams back to back here.
Well, that's three straight turnovers. The Niagara River Lions, Alex Johnson attempted to have an outlook pass to get that ball moving, and then Guelph used their active hands to stop it. And then two turnovers after that gives the Guelph Nighthawks the ball back.
Corbin, extra pass in the corner. That's Miles Charvis. Can't get it to go. And what a follow. Mike Kaiser, just skied out of nowhere. Oh. So it's Janiel Simpson is number 4 for Guelph. Nem Mitrovic misses his attempt. Ty Corbin misses, and then Ryan Anderson with the loose ball rebound.
Now, Joniel Simpson played under Coach Kissy for the Brock Badgers before debuting his professional career here with the Guelph Nighthawks.
Alex Johnson, swish. Big start for Alex. Back-to-back threes.
Well, the River Lions are on a 10-2 run here. They went on a 7-0 run before that timeout, and they've kept up this intensity. Guelph going to have to keep contention here. What a three-pointer there by Kaiser, right over Johanny Dallenberg.
So Guelph finally hits a three, and it comes from the big man, Kaiser. 22-13, 40 seconds to go in the corner. quarter, excuse me. Anderson into Boucard, and Guillaume's going to get called with a push-off because everyone in the arena saw it. And another change in the lineup, Phil Vujadinovic back in. Hasn't played for the River Lions since early in the season. He's wearing number 10 tonight. Thankfully, I have one of the old rosters with me. Great feed inside Kaiser. Vujadinovic comes over. Good D. Anderson. So it's looking like Ryan Wright is probably the odd man out if Vujadinovic is in the lineup. Spin move, Alex Johnson. Ryan Anderson has that blocked by Ty Corbin. Shot the quarter about to expire, and it does. So at the end of one, the River Lions with a 22-13 lead. Thanks for watching us on CBC Sports and the Island Sports Network. Join us for this.
Done such a good job of making sure there are no open looks. Guelph just shooting 4 for 14 from beyond the arc. Good for only 28%. Now the Niagara River Lions have only attempted 6 3-pointers, but they've made 4 of them. And that guy with the ball right now, Alex Johnson, he's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc tonight.
So Alex didn't get a ton of minutes last night. Played some meaningful minutes, but not a lot. So you expect he's going to have some of the fresher legs. Speaking of fresh legs, then Mitrovic can't get that to go. And hey, nice play from Vujadinovic. Gets that rebound, smacks it back to Alex Johnson. River Lions regroup. Sam Muldrow, big man, great at threes.
That's how dangerous Sam Muldrow could be. We've seen him back his man down. We've seen him with the block, and now we're seeing him with the 3-point shot.
Sam showing his range. Pushes the lead to 12. Famu Timmy responds. Big 3 for Guelph.
Now that's getting the Guelph Nighthawks crowd going. That's the kind of momentum this team needs. Now Guelph needs to get a stop.
Alex Johnson ran out of space underneath the Muldrow. Great feed and a good finish for Sam.
Well, excellent job. Kindred got lost on that pick, and then Sam Muldrow slipped right into the lane.
And one. Ty Corbin draws a foul, gets himself to the line, try and convert a 3-point play. Are we going to a timeout here? No. It's just Charles Kissy in front of us. Bringing the troops over, having a little chat. Trying to figure out who the foul is on. Oh, so it looks like there's a bit of an issue because Alex Johnson has some Under Armour on. And so they're saying it's against like league rules. It's against the uniform code, which to me, though, that's one of those things that's got to be addressed prior to the game, not after the guys hit a couple threes. So this is a first for me.
Alex Johnson checking back into the game for the Niagara River Lions, replaces Ryan Anderson.
So Kimball McKenzie at the line. Mentioned Kimball from Oakville, just down the road.
Now Kimball McKenzie's younger brother also played for the Brock Badgers under Coach Charles Kissy. Kimball, of course, a success at Bucknell University.
6 degrees of separation here in the CEBL. And Lou Field checks back in for Guelph after starting the game, buried on the bench for a little bit. The big man was putting on some big dunks in the pregame. See if he can put that into action and play. Alex Johnson back into the game, minus his Under Armour. Alex Johnson says, hey, I don't need Under Armour. There's another 3. How do you like that? 36-27, lead back to 9 for the River Lions. That's got to feel good for Johnson. In the corner, Wood spots up, too strong. Bell Haynes. Johnson, heat check, why not? Oh my goodness, Alex Johnson is on fire.
Alex Johnson with 5 made three-pointers in this game so far.
Let them know, Alex. We're going to timeout. 39-27. You're watching us on CBC Sports and the Island Sports Network. We'll be right back. Fantastic depth. I really enjoy watching this team all season long.
Well, and that's what makes them so challenging, Chris, is that obviously not every player can be 100% every single night, but when you have 5 players that average more than 12 points per game, somebody is going to catch fire every night. So far tonight, it looks like it's Alex Johnson.
Connor Wood. Looks like he took a little hand to the face there. Someone got away with one. Might have been Boucard. Kaiser trying to backdown Yohani. Little crafty move. Ball bouncing around. And the smallest guy on the floor comes up with it, Alex Johnson. Trey Bell Haynes. Trey. And Trey lost the handle on it. Trey having a bit of a nightmare tonight. Connor Wood. Kaiser goes down to the ground hard, and Kimball McKenzie over Yohani Dallenberg. Used his body nice finish.
You know, that's twice tonight we've seen McKenzie be able to finish around the rim like that. A good opportunity here for a team that has not had success from beyond the arc.
And a gorgeous little hezzy move from Trey Bell Haynes. Blows by everybody on Guelph. Nice finish for Trey. Saw him make the exact same play last night. McKenzie back-to-back. The exact same move, exact same result. Back-to-back baskets for Kimball. Lead down to 8. 3:13 to go. Dorian Pinson wants to get into the action. Can't do it. McKenzie with the rebound. Lufiel trying to back down Dallenberg and does. Way too easy. Yohani's got to give a little bit more resistance.
A little bit of a run here for the Guelph Nighthawks. Now down just 2 possessions. Can they close this gap before halftime? We're down by 11 points, but have done a good job here of finding some success inside the paint.
Pinson. Johnson. Alex. And that one was deflected. Boucard flies out of nowhere. Nice finish.
There's
Guillaume.
that finish around the rim from Guillaume Boucard. What a job.
I thought Guillaume was going to hammer that one away. Either way, it counts for 2. And that cools off the Guelph run. Long 3. That Jarvis misses on that.
That's about 4 times tonight we've seen a player catch an offensive rebound and not be able to put it away. What a heartbreaker there for Lufiel.
Trey Bell Haynes from the free throw line. Dallenberg. I don't know if I like that shot. And nobody under the basket for Niagara trying to get the rebound. Kimball. Ambitious attempt. Can't go. Trey Bell Haynes leaves it for Boucard and has that blocked by Connor Wood. And then Boucard after the little crafty play by Bell Haynes to keep that in.
That's why every coach, from your very first coach, 5 years old, all the way through, stay with the play. Don't give up. The easy offensive 2 points there for the River Lions.
Wood. Fadeaway jump shot. Connor showing his bag of tricks. Nicely done. The local guy getting a round of applause. Alex Johnson finally misses a 3. Miles Jarvis slowing things down. McKenzie. Ooh, in and out. Unlucky for Kimball. Got every piece of the rim but the mesh. Bell Haynes. Pinson, great feed. Good extra pass. Dallenberg and the dunk. Yohani Dallenberg. Ooh. Let him know, big man. So, folks, don't forget, check out all your CEBL paraphernalia on CEBL.ca. Stay up to date on all things on CEBL's Instagram as well as both teams' Instagram and Twitter. I do. Helps me keep up to date on all the transactions as well as all the stats. Kimball McKenzie, easy floater over top of Yohani Dallenberg, draws the foul as well.
That's right, a little bit of contact there from Yohani Dallenberg, sends him back to the line. Guelph doing an excellent job of doing everything they can to stay in this game, and I think you're right, Chris, that they're using all of these substitutions as 3 more guys come in here for the Guelph Nighthawks, that they're hoping that they can keep up this intensity and take advantage of a tired Riverline team here in the second half.
Now, I called the game last night down in Niagara and then did my radio shift doing traffic today on News Talk 1010 and Z103. So I'm absolutely exhausted being here, but I'm not out there running on the floor. I could just get a cup of coffee and can coast through the game. So I can see the exhaustion on the River Lions right now. No legs. They got to dig deep at halftime. Even though they do have the lead, they're still a little lifeless.
That's right. Speaking of halftime, be sure to stay with us with some great team content here throughout the halftime broadcast. We'll be back at the third quarter.
Bell Haynes, shot clock running down to the half clock. Muldrow from the corner, air balls. Corbin, and you know what? Dorian Pinson got away with a foul. It was a bit of a careless one because he should have put Ty Corbin on the free throw line. Either way, we're going to go to the half. Miles Jarvis pushing the ball at the floor. Miles out of Ryerson University from Mississauga. It's a couple minutes down the road. Famutimi in the corner for Simpson. And then McKenzie tried to sneak in. Alex Johnson back on the floor. Boucard. Feed inside. D'Alembert has that blocked. What are they going to call it? What do they call it? Travel, yeah. Big block by Kaiser. Well, our monitor's frozen, so we'll just go back to how we usually do it. Sans monitor. McKenzie. Almost a steal. Kaiser keeps a handle on it. Playing hot potato. Jarvis in the corner had a wide open look. Didn't want it. Simpson does. No go. Guelph resets. And then another travel. It's... You know, they got to start helping themselves out here.
Well, Kaiser knew that he had picked up that ball, and he was in a bad spot waiting for a teammate to come over to try and collect that ball from him, and unfortunately so much pressure from the River Lions didn't allow that to happen, and then this momentum leaning forward just a little bit too much, has to take that extra step, gets called for the turnover.
Alex Johnson, and clever feed, and then another block from Simpson.
Well, that's a good move. You know that Guillaume Boucard can finish around the rim with ease, and if you're Joniel Simpson, you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to make sure that guy has to go to the free throw line to earn those 2 points.
So Simpson fouls, and Guillaume back at the line. 3:08 to go, 10-point lead. Guelph still hanging around, which is encouraging. Not letting this one get away from them. You got to think, if they can keep it close and then try to chip away, the crowd gets behind them in the fourth quarter, have momentum shift. Boucard, bingo, hits the second free throw. 64-52. Kaiser lost the handle on it again. He's got to get some stickum on those hands. Ryan Anderson putting on a dribbling clinic, and then just way too careless. I think he was too impressed with himself with the dribbling, and then goes with the no look instead of the more just basic fundamental pass. 99 problems. Miles Jarvis. Kaiser wide open look. Extra pass to Kindred. Wood. Lufiel inside the wood has his pocket picked by Boucard. The shot clock was running down.
Another example of the Nighthawks trying to create some space for themselves to get a shot off, and the Niagara River Lions defense just swarming them.
So a terrible shot attempt by Alex Johnson. He's got Lufiel all over him. He's twice the size of him, and just errantly throws that up. And a nice finish, Miles Jarvis down the other end.
Sometimes an opportunity just presents itself, and that's exactly what he saw there. Excellent job reading the play, seeing the opportunity that the Niagara River Lions had created for him, and get right to the rim.
D'Alembert. Pinson bails him out, picking up the loose ball. Dorian to Ryan Anderson. Swish. Nothing but net.
Ryan Anderson, 8 points now. 2 3-pointers made for the sharpshooter.
Connor Wood almost fell down. Kindred in the corner. Joel Kindred with the response for the Nighthawks.
Nighthawks keeping that deficit at 10 points. Riverlions have not been able to blow this one wide open. Does this mean that the Nighthawks will be able to come back here in the fourth quarter as those legs get tired for the Riverlions on that second night of a back-to-back?
Alex Johnson finally missed a three. Feed inside Lufil, guarded by D'Alembert. Lufil, and great D from Yohani. Pinson, just over a minute left. Pinson, spin around! Ooh, put him to school, takes him to school. Pinson, I love the look on Dorian's face. That's exactly my thoughts. He's got that, woo! Jarvis. Looper, no dice. Pinson pushes it up to Alex Johnson. Can he use his body? And he can't. And one thing I don't like, Alex Johnson not hustling back. Sprint down the floor. Kindred lost a handle on it. It's going to be River Lions ball. Substitutions, Famu Timmy back in, as well as Big Sam Muldrow. McKenzie in as well. No.
Looks like the Niagara Riverlions are going to call a timeout here to talk things over before the final 33 seconds of this third quarter. So we'll this all night. Kimball McKenzie, Michael Kaiser, Chadwick Lufil, guys have scored inside the paint tonight for the Guelph Nighthawks. Can they find success there? And can they hope, and can they turn up the intensity on the Riverlions on their offensive output from the three-point line?
Season on the line for the Guelph Nighthawks. Lose and you're out. And Ryan Anderson, none too happy with that one. And that was right in front of me. Kind of agree with them. Both guys going for the ball at the exact same time. And Ryan Anderson pleading his case with anyone within earshot. You got to check out Ryan Anderson, talented singer. He goes by Ryan Christian. Check him out on SoundCloud and iTunes. A couple great songs. Connor Wood, not there. He'll get a second chance at it in the corner. Famu Timmy, and no one in white can hit a three.
Couple good looks there for the Nighthawks, just unfortunately not able to get them to go.
Pinson. Ryan Anderson from the corner, and there's a toast. Big three, 74-57. Niagara now comfortably in front. And Lufil, what's the call? No basket. He's getting called an offensive.
They're going to call that a travel, I think, Chris. I saw it.
Okay.
On Chadwick Lufil, a tough break there as he had the advantage, backing himself into the paint. Riverlions back with the ball now up 17 points, and that was a big reminder, Chris. If the Guelph Nighthawks lose tonight, they will be officially eliminated from playoff contention and will not be going to championship weekend.
Muldrow thought about it. Johnson, he wants that three. Steps inside the 2-point line, misses. And then almost ran into Kindred. Wisely held up. Connor Wood dishes it to Kindred. Jarvis for three, why not? Miles Jarvis, swish, barely even touched the mesh. Gorgeous three. Lead back down to 14. Get it to single digits, step one, if you're the Guelph Nighthawks.
Yeah, 5 points now for Jarvis. His first made three-pointer. That's his fourth attempt.
And then Nem Mitrovic on the other end silences the crowd. Says, hey, that's how you shoot a three, son.
That's right, Mitrovic. Another quiet night for him, though. 6 points tonight, 2 three-pointers made.
Short on that three was Kindred. Sam Muldrow with the rebound. 2011 SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Nem is in no man's land underneath that basket, and that was the result of it. Kindred. Joel Kindred just posterized Sam Muldrow. Oh, gets him off the feet of the Sleeman Center. Finally, a little something to cheer about here in Guelph.
That's right, getting it done offensively, but now needs to lock things down defensively for the Guelph Nighthawks. Needs to stop that Riverlions offensive output.
Muldrow misses on the other end, and it looks like a push in the back on Famu Timmy on Pinson. And you just get another look at that dunk by Kindred. I didn't know he had those kind of hops in him. So hopefully that pumps a little energy into the crowd here in Guelph. Muldrow to Pinson. Mitrovic in the corner. Can't get the roll. McKenzie to Wood. You know, after that record-setting performance, and then McKenzie just threw that ball over the backboard. I've never seen that. So Connor Wood mentioned the record 9 threes, but last 2 games really struggled from behind the arc. I mean, this guy's one of the best shooters in the country. He's got to get going here in the fourth.
Connor Wood 2 for 5 tonight from beyond the arc. Did not attempt a three-pointer in that third quarter.
15-point lead, 7:11 to go. Now all of a sudden I want a Slurpee. Muldrow for 3, short on that attempt. Boucard snags that one out of the air. Muldrow baseline jumper. Sam can't buy a basket right now. And it looks like it's going to be an offensive on Boucard. A little too aggressive on Connor Wood trying to get that rebound.
Well, an offensive rebound created that second chance opportunity for the Riverlions. And if you're the Nighthawks with your season on the line and your back's up against the wall, cannot allow offensive rebounds. A lucky break there that the Riverlions didn't score. Now can Guelph take care of business here?
Corbin. Oh, and that one. See, you know what's funny? Ryan Anderson exactly on the same way. We both said the exact same thing. Well, that one was a foul. So glad to see Ryan own up to one finally. Mitch, I was chatting with Ryan by text last week. Sent me a bunch of songs. I mentioned I worked in music for 20 years before I got into sports broadcasting. He sent me a bunch of his tracks. Really enjoyed having a listen. Very R&B-ish, soul. No rap. It's got some soul and rhythm to him. Ryan can play the piano. Bunch of other instruments. Connor Wood missed on that attempt. Oh, clever by Alex Johnson just to keep that ball in. And it was an errant pass from Johnson, but actually not a bad foul because Guelph would have had numbers 3 or 4 on 1. Clever foul from Johnson to stop the play.
You know, a good heads-up basketball, aware of where he is on the court. Just one foul. That's his first foul in this game for Alex Johnson, leading the Riverlions with 15 points. 5 made three-pointers, 5 for 7 from beyond the arc.
So Alex out of Toronto, but played 3 years at Cal State Bakersfield and then transferred as a graduate transfer to North Carolina State. Little ACC basketball his senior year. Connor Wood in the corner. Finally a 3 from the hometown hero, Connor Wood. Big tray, lead down to 12. 6:14 to go in the ball game. Let's get it to single digits and then make the next move from there. Mitrovic. Johnson. And then knocked out of bounds by Corbin. Of course, Ty's dad, former head coach of the Utah Jazz in the NBA. He's been an assistant elsewhere around the league. Orlando. Boucard wide open, and what are you doing, Guelph?
Yeah, 5 Guelph Nighthawks with their feet firmly planted on the floor on that one. I think the Riverlions caught them a little bit by surprise. Boucard wide open for those 2 points.
As easy as basket as Boucard's ever to get in his career. Traybell Haynes to Johnson. I want to see Alex start putting a few up here and try to chase down that record. Johnson, though, attacks the basket. Little kiss off the glass, nice finish.
17 points for Alex Johnson.
McKenzie, easy lay-in. Muldrow doesn't contest.
No, that's where McKenzie had success so much tonight now. 7 field goals made inside the paint for Kimball McKenzie.
Traybell Haynes looking for room. Mitrovic, no one guarding him. Guelph got away with that one. Kaiser to Wood. Famutimi. Little short jumper. No dice.
See, those are the 2 guys that have had success from beyond the arc tonight. Famutimi and Connor Wood, both guys with no room against the Niagara Riverlions and beyond the three-point line.
So 2 former teammates going at it there, Connor Wood and Guillaume Boucard. Both former Carleton Ravens. And we're going to go to timeout, folks. Thanks for watching us on CBC Sports in Canada, the Island Sports Network in the Caribbean. We'll be right back. So Alex Johnson leading everybody with 17. Kimball McKenzie with 16. A very quiet 16 on the other end for Guelph. Mitrovic inside to Pinson. And how's that not a foul? Trey Bell, I'm with Trey. Trey just got mugged. And now the second ref's coming in saying, hey, I know Trey's having a tough night, but he doesn't make errant passes like that. There you can see, yeah. Trey stumbling a little bit. Someone reached, it looked like Famu Timmy from behind. So second ref helps him out. Still River Lions ball. Boucard ran into his own teammate, threw it up anyways. Doesn't go. And now the ref who made the call, the non-call, just called Trey Bell for a foul.
No, that one's going to go against Kimball McKenzie.
Oh, it is?
For
the other way.
Guelph Nighthawks. That's Guelph's third team foul. Niagara has 4. Remember, in FIBA basketball rules, just 5 team fouls puts you in the bonus the rest of the way. So any fouls against the River Lions here, any defensive fouls against the River Lions will send Guelph to the line. Guelph has one more to work with.
Boucard to Johnson. Feed inside. Nice. Oh, lovely finish. Dorian Pinson. Yeah, great teamwork.
I think the Nighthawks saw that one coming. There was just nothing they could do to slow it down.
Kimball McKenzie on the other end. So one of the things, Joe Rasso mentioned last night in the game is just, the top 2 teams in the league are the 2 teams with the least amount of roster turnover. So you see that right there, just that continuity. Both guys know exactly where each was supposed to be on that Pinson-Johnson hookup. And then Johnson he's desperate to make that turnover. Famu Timmy, big dunk, trying to get the crowd back into it here in Guelph. Lead back down to 12.
Famu Timmy with 13 points. Guelph starting to catch a little bit of fire offensively, but defensively cannot allow too many more points from the River Lions as they find themselves down 12 points.
Mitrovic missed on that 3, and reckless pass. Pinson easily sniffs that out, and then just plays possum with Miles Jarvis. What a finish, Dorian Pinson. And now Charles Kissy wants a timeout. Lead back to 14, 3:29 to go. You're watching us on CBC's free throw line. I mean, things couldn't be shaping up better for Guelph than right now.
That's Pinson's 3rd foul of the game. Connor Wood also making his first trip to the free throw line.
He can get it down to a 2-possession game if he hits one. Alex Johnson in now for Sam Muldrow.
Wood, a 71% free throw shooter this season.
Connor. What's that? 85-79. Big free throw right here. Hits them both. We got a 5-point ball game, folks. 2 minutes to go. And what a pass. Mitrovic stayed in. Johnson slows things down. McKenzie pressing him. And there's a foul, and good call, but a careless foul by McKenzie on Alex Johnson.
I think that's okay, though, because that's only the 4th team foul for the Guelph Nighthawks. So that does not send Alex Johnson to the line. It forces the River Lions to now inbound the ball again, but this time with just 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, they got a reset on the shot clock with the foul, so the shot clock was winding down. Boucard to Johnson. Faked it. Inside to Pinson. Floater. Dorian Pinson finally with a response for Niagara. Famu Timmy slashes through everyone, and the roll. And one, Olu Famu Timmy.
Do not count these Guelph Nighthawks out yet. Famu Timmy 2 for 2 on that first trip to the free throw line tonight. He's got 13 points. With the Guelph Nighthawks season on the line, coming storming back here in this 4th quarter.
Olu can't convert. Boucard with the rebounds. Still plenty of time. Boucard inside to Pinson, extra pass. Wide open Nem Mitrovic, and the dagger, Nem Mitrovic for 3 in the corner. Lead back up to 8. The response, Olufamutimi. Anything you can do, I'll match it.
16 points for Famutimi. He's tied the team's high.
Belhanes can't get the roll. Pinson's just been the jack of all trades tonight, doing everything for Niagara.
Dorian Pinson with 8 offensive rebounds tonight.
Johnson, easy lay, and that's way too easy with 47 seconds left. Someone on White's got to rotate over and help out Connor Wood. So we got a timeout on the floor by Guelph. The River Lions with a 92-85 lead. We'll be right back.
The moment, the Guelph Nighthawks have done an incredible job storming back into this game. Now down 7 points. They're right here on the doorstep.
They don't need a 3, but they absolutely need a basket here if they're going to stay in this. Feed inside, Kaiser! Oh, almost an alley-oop, but he's fouled by Sam Muldrow. He gets to the line, and again, that clock stops. So nice play out of the timeout called by Coach Kissy. Almost worked.
Now Kaiser missed his first free throw attempt earlier in this game. He's just 50% from the free throw line this season.
Kaiser out of Victoria, Texas, tattooed literally head to toe. Hits the first. Big free throw here. And then you got to start playing the foul game if you are Guelph.
So 2 big free throws made there.
Trying to press first. Niagara's got to get the ball over. They do. Mitrovic almost threw it back. Now they're calling for the foul. Nobody wants to foul. What are they waiting for? And there it is. That's got to be the dagger. Dorian Pinson, Charles Kissy, everyone in the building calling for a foul. And no one at Guelph wanted to foul anyone. And then there's a turnover with the call. No ref wants to make the call. And they give it to Guelph.
Yeah, that was tough for the Guelph Nighthawks. Coach Charles Kissy calling for his team to foul.
But Coach Victor Rasso not taking anything for granted. Wanted a timeout here just to make sure there's no, miracle buckets. And Guelph steals this. Boucard is then fouled by Kaiser, and we're going to play the foul game here. So Guillaume to the free throw line.
Boucard's made 3 out of his 4 free throw attempts so far tonight. And on the season, shooting 70.8% from the free throw line.
Janelle Simpson back into the game. They want that speed, so if they get that rebound, some guys got to race down the floor and put up a shot. So it's all the three-point shooters on the floor for Guelph. Guillaume hits the first. Boucard hits them both. Clutch. Lead back to 9. McKenzie. Jarvis for 3. Misses. Wood. McKenzie puts it up. Too strong. And that'll do it. The Niagara River Lions will escape with a 9-point win. They win 96-87. Well, that was a